up guys, welcome back to another video. I'm Printer Paper, and in this video I'm going to be talking about how the hunger and saturation system work in 1.8, 1.17, and the new Minecraft Combat Test Snapshot. But before we get into the video, I have some exciting news to share. I have been in secret correspondence with Jeb himself, and he said that once I get to 150 subscribers, he will release the new Combat Snapshot. So hit that subscribe button and also like button if you ever want to see another Combat Snapshot released. Okay, back to the video. Okay, so at first you might think, how complicated could the hunger system be? It's simple, right? You do stuff like running or jumping and the hunger bar goes down, and when you eat food it goes up, right? Well, of course not. This is nowhere near that simple. First I'll be going over how the hunger system works in 1.17, the latest version. So basically the hunger bar consists of 10 meat icon things that each represent 2 hunger points, making the hunger bar have 20 hunger points like the health bar. Doing things like moving, attacking, breaking blocks, and the hunger effect deplete your hunger points, and eating food increases it. Kind of. I'll get back to that in a bit. Okay, so at the basic level, if you're at 18 hunger points or more, you regenerate 1 health point, or half a heart, every 4 seconds. But if you're at 20 hunger points, you regenerate 1 health twice every second. And you lose the ability to sprint if your hunger points go below 6, and if you completely run out of hunger points, you start to lose 1 health every 4 seconds. And if you're on normal mode, until you only have half a heart left. Those are the basic effects of the hunger system, but to completely understand it, we have to look even deeper into the game's code. In the code, there are 4 meters: food level, food saturation level, food tick timer, and food exhaustion level. Food level is just the hunger bar you know and love. Food saturation level, some of you may recognize as saturation. The saturation meter controls the speed at which the hunger bar depletes. It's also useful to know that the maximum saturation level is the same as the current hunger value, and whenever the saturation level decreases, the hunger bar decreases with it. Food tick timer is used when the hunger level is at least 18 or at 0. It's basically a timer that tells the health bar to increase by 1 if the hunger bar is at least 18 or decrease by 1 if it's at 0 every 4 seconds. But if the hunger bar is full or at 20, the health bar regenerates 1/6 of 1 health times your saturation level, up to a maximum of 1 health every half second. This may seem a bit complicated, so here's an example. Okay, let's say you're at 20 hunger, 10 saturation, and 10 health. After half a second, your health would go up 1/6 times your saturation level, which is 10. So if you do a little math, that comes out to 1 2/3 health, or about 0.8 heart. This is above the maximum of 1 health, so you would regenerate 1 health in the first half a second. But this regeneration doesn't continue forever, because the hunger bar has to go down at some point. This is where food exhaustion level comes in. Each action that depletes the hunger bar has a certain exhaustion value. For example, jumping has an exhaustion value of 0.05 per jump. Once the exhaustion value gets to 4, it takes 1 saturation away and resets to 0. That means if you jump 80 times and do nothing else, your saturation level will decrease by 1, which also decreases your hunger bar by 1. Now, let's go back to our previous scenario. So, the exhaustion value of natural regeneration is 6 per health healed, meaning that the exhaustion level is instantly maxed out, and 1 saturation point is deducted, along with 1 hunger point. That means that after half a second, you are now at 19 hunger, 9 saturation, and 11 health. Now that you are no longer at 20 hunger, you only regenerate 1 health every 4 seconds. So after 4.5 seconds, you're at 12 health, 17 hunger, and 7 saturation. And because you're below 18 hunger, you stop naturally regenerating. The 1.8 hunger system is pretty similar, but with a few differences. First of all, even if you have 20 hunger, the regeneration rate is the same as normal. Also, a bunch of the exhaustion rates are a lot higher than they are in 1.17, and things like walking and crouching still increase exhaustion, which they don't in the newest version. And now, we can talk about how it works in the Combat Test Snapshot. So, the wording in the Reddit posts and the wiki is a bit strange, so this might not be completely right, but this is how I understand it. So, natural healing doesn't have anything to do with exhaustion or saturation at all. According to my testing, about every 4 health that's regenerated takes away 3 hunger, and that's it. The only point to saturation at all is kind of like a second hunger bar. If you have full saturation, which by the way, the maximum to saturation is 20 in the Combat Test Snapshots, instead of the hunger level, it will decrease as normal, except it won't deplete to regenerate health. Then, once it's down to 0, your hunger bar will deplete at the same rate. Along with that, you naturally heal every 2 seconds instead of 4. The saturation boost you get from having full hunger is gone, like it is in 1.8, and you can naturally regen down to 6 hunger instead of 18. And that's it. A little complicated, I know, but hopefully you understand now. And if you're watching this and haven't tried out the combat test snapshots for yourself, I highly recommend you try them. It's actually really interesting and a lot of fun. Also, don't forget to subscribe!